perder la partida. Ladrona.
Hey everybody, welcome back to LuckyDogpodcast. This is your host Elias Rauch. With me today is
Kelly.
Oh my goodness, where did you come from? You haven't been on this podcast.
Kelly Land.
Get your ass out. Kelly Land. So Kelly, I happened to be catching up on a little bit of Money Heist last night. I believe it was episodes, what was it?
7, 8, and 9 were the ones we watched.
Okay, and you just decided unexpectedly to join on in, like it was some sort of like free for all. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I've realized that if I can jump in the middle of something,
Right.
It usually catches my interest a little better.
Okay.
The first 2 episodes that I watched of Money Heist, obviously the first one I was like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
And then the second one I was like, still not any fucking better. And so I stopped watching.
Okay.
I haven't watched any since.
So yeah, I've we both have been on separate journeys on our television guides, you know.
Yeah.
When it's come to Money Heist, it's kind of been more of a background watch.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of a guilty pleasure.
I realized last night, yes, it is. I think now that I can see like the relationships between the people, I'm more interested in it.
Exactly. The first episode, they really throw you into what feels like the third act of a movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, we're going in, or, you know,
Yeah.
or the second act of a movie. And we feel like we didn't get much of an introduction to the characters. But over the course of each episode, you really get like a Lost style flashback of the characters and how it incorporates into their heist and how it's going in real time.
Yeah. Like I know it's important to see like everyone's backstory,
Right.
and what got them to this point. I just hate seeing it. I'm not interested in it.
Right. Giving backstories is it can be difficult sometimes, just when how interesting it'll be. You know, it's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
I think that the more they're unraveling, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite characters so far? Since you've kind of
the not Tokyo, but the other female.
Okay, so Nairobi.
Yep, Nairobi.
Yeah, Nairobi's pretty good. I still like Tokyo. Detective Raquel, I really like her still.
I like her because I don't know. I like her, but then sometimes I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But Nairobi is my favorite character at the moment.
Denver's the most annoying.
Jesus, yeah, he is.
We're gonna kind of disperse all over the place. We're not gonna go in any specific order because we watched all these episodes kind of back to back to back.
Yeah.
And so we're just gonna kind of go more or less of character base of, you know, where the character's at now instead of scene by scene kind of thing. You
Gotcha.
know. So Denver and the one lady, Monica. Yeah. So there's some like tension going on in between there. I mean, we kind of knew at the beginning.
I thought
the episodes you kind of were not involved in, there was much more involvement between them. He was supposed to shoot her, and then ended up he falsified it, and you found out in these episodes, you know.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What do you think about?
I think he's stupid.
You think he's stupid?
He's stupid. Like, you know what your job is. You know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Could land all of you in jail potentially if one fucks up. Why do you want to be the one that fucks up?
Exactly. And this guy clearly has feelings for her and stuff like that. It's
well, then you shouldn't be doing the job.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure his dad's tried to tell him that a million times, right?
Oh yeah, I think his dad's gonna get sacrificed for it first if he doesn't get killed already. I mean, Berlin about did, you know.
Yeah.
Like I was just like.
But hold on, you know, I have a prediction.
Okay.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy. What's that?
You saw where the professor had a bunch of little containers with everyone's name on it?
Right.
He's going to end up fucking everybody and taking all this money.
I mean,
or what he can. Taking what he can.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, he's smart enough to. He set up Berlin, I believe.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a big deal. I mean, I thought it was... The way everything is executed and shot is done really well, but its reasoning behind it and whatnot is kind of dumb. You know, like, if cops are in a junkyard and they're looking for a guy that is potentially stealing a car, they're not going to let that homeless guy just walk away.
No.
That was some... It's small things like that.
You sit right here until we're done. That's what realistically would happen.
It's not realistic at any point.
No.
I think it stretches the laws of reality and believability.
Yeah.
The fact that you would believe that the professor would do all that, and then you would escape the cops by pouring ammonium all in his mouth and alcohol all in his ammonia. Pneumonia. He's pouring pneumonia all over.
Ammonia.
Yeah, but what about pneumonia? You gotta watch out for that too. And then I just thought
and
that,
alcohol and like rubbing alcohol.
He should have been caught right there.
Yeah.
I thought that he was gonna get caught, and I thought he was putting that thing up his nose. It was a shiv.
No, he was breaking his nose.
Yeah.
So it makes me hurt.
It's like, but yeah, so it was an exciting like couple episodes, 7 and 9, I believe.
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. Sorry, it was, they happened so fast. You just
they did. Yeah. They really did.
They give you 4 seconds to change the.
No, because I jumped into 7, and when it went off, I was like, Elias, I have to watch another one.
And I didn't even have to say anything. It was already on.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't have to start an episode. It was already.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Can't cut it off now.
What are your predictions coming up for the next couple episodes?
I think that Berlin is going to end up trying to figure out a way to still fuck up Denver.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Oh, hold on. I keep forgetting the professor told him that he did it.
I mean, yeah, he did. He called him and told him what was up, and he kind of said
I feel like
Denver,
Berlin is going to do something that's going to
compromise the team,
but also allow him to realize that the professor is not. He's not their friend. Okay. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think he already realized that if he put his button jacket out there and called, and he knows the cops have made up the reason they called him a pervert and a rapist or something like that, or what was he, a pimp? They were saying that he was selling children. He was selling minors. It was crazy.
Like sex trafficking young women.
And even though they did go through a list of crazy things this guy was from his psych evaluation,
but it was just a psych evaluation,
and it was not that he was a
he was just like egocentric, and
he was. They did say he was crazy pretty much on every level, and he can't tell the right way from right.
He can't tell right from wrong, but he also wants to be liked, so he doesn't really do things to.
Yeah. He wants to be, and he makes everyone uncomfortable, specifically women. Yeah. Does he make you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a scary motherfucker.
Yeah, like he's a typical office creep.
Yeah. He's one of those guys where you have to be careful what you say around.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't know if you're going to trigger something.
Oh, yeah, you trigger and then you...
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, and it blames you somehow, and it's so ridiculous.
It's your fault that I'm triggered.
It's some bullshit. Yeah, get Nairobi'd.
Yeah.
But what do you think's coming up in the next couple episodes? We did find out Tokyo has a little thing for the high school chick lady, sort of.
I don't think she has a thing. I don't know about thing. I think she's just bored. Like that guy said, she's just bored as fuck.
What do you think about that? What was it? Is Denver's father? I don't know his name.
Telling her like.
Yeah, that you're trouble.
She's pretty much molested a child.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking the same thing. I was uncomfortable watching it.
Really?
I mean, knowing that they're in high school or something like that. They're not in college.
But how old is Tokyo?
At least 20 something. She has to know, old enough to know better.
Yeah. They wouldn't be calling these kids minors if they were 18 and older, correct?
Are they calling them minors? Did they call her a minor?
I thought they called everyone underage.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I just thought, I was like, I am uncomfortable with this, and I didn't like where Tokyo took that. Yeah. If that was a male, if that was Berlin, I'd be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think what she was doing was trying to intimidate the girl. But then again, I mean, it's just as fucked up when a man does it when you see a female doing it that way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's wrong no matter what. It's because of her age.
I don't know. I don't know how to call any predictions right now. I guess just because I crammed those 3 episodes in, and I didn't get to see what happened before.
Right.
So I don't really have any. I don't have many predictions.
Okay. Well,
I had that one about the professor just fucking everyone eventually at the end of it. Hold on. How are they going to make this last 10 more days?
You mean 10 more episodes? I think there's 19 episodes in first. They call it part 1 and part 2, not season 1, season 2. So.
I know, but damn, like that's a long fucking time.
I think the same thing. And they didn't order them like that when it was shot in Spain. It's because it's on Netflix in America. We're getting different episodes than people in European places, UK places, Canada.
Why?
Different countries have different cuts of the show.
Oh.
So we might be talking about this 7, 8, 9. This could actually be like 4, 5, 6 or something like that.
For someone else?
Maybe. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
damn.
I'm not sure.
That's strange.
What the episodes are cut like. I do enjoy the 40-minute segments. It feels
Yeah.
like a typical American television, very similar to how Hannibal was.
Yeah.
You know, you could feel that there were commercials in there,
Yeah.
but they took it out when we watched it. We watched it on Amazon Prime, so we didn't watch it with commercials. But this definitely feels like it could have commercials.
Yeah.
But I think the cinematography and stuff like that, and some of the action scenes done really well. You know, when he was going through the ammonia and or pneumonia and alcohol and all on him, and like the police come in to get him, and the music reminds me of The Dark Knight, which I know you didn't see, but Inception. Yeah. It kind of has this like it's a very underlying tone that starts to. It's like a horn that slowly gets loud. It's like. Yeah. Just listen to it listen to it for the next 4. It's intense when people are getting shoved around and stuff in some of these small places. The tension is
it's like making the tension rise. Yeah, because I kept thinking Berlin was gonna fucking stab that one lady. And I kept waiting on it, and I was like, "Oh God, oh no!" Quit, just don't even look at the scissors.
Oh my goodness, yeah, the scissors were bad. The scissors were bad. Oh, and she has the scissors, by the way.
She does have the scissors.
I think we might have a good prediction right there. She might be trying to release the hounds, release the pack.
It's like bringing a knife to a gun show.
I know.
What are you gonna do with those scissors when you got people surrounding you with fucking automatic weapons?
I know.
Fuck those scissors.
But they're better than nothing.
She just needs to focus on getting to that room and getting that girl out of those things. But then again, then what?
Yeah, I kind of don't care about that girl. Sorry.
I don't know what
the girl. Well, she's kind of been. Berlin's been Mr. Creepy with her, and he, been handsy on her.
Yeah.
He literally slapped her ass at one point, and now he's got her tied up with. Duct tape on her.
Yeah, but my thing is like, why do you even want to chance going and breaking her out of the thing, getting her out of the room, cutting those little the pull ties, but then what are y'all gonna do? And then what? That's
what I'm saying. I don't know. I think that we'll find out more information after that. But I find it a little bit hard to believe about the SWAT team not busting in after they're shooting in the hallways and everyone's screaming. I mean, wouldn't they just assume that everyone's just a blood slaughters and going on?
I mean, technically, you don't take the chance on busting up in there. And
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it isn't, I mean, shit's going down. It sounds like I don't know. It just sounds ridiculous. The believability in this show is hard to but that's why it's guilty pleasure. But yeah, I think we did a solid job on doing a quick coverage. I'm really glad you got to jump in this last couple episodes.
I enjoyed those episodes, so I know now I'm gonna go home and watch it.
Yeah, I mean it's a good binge. It's a good binge. It's not one you just like want to watch one. They really make the episode where it's like really intense at the beginning, put a little bit of drama in the middle, and then they bring that tension back up, coming back in the the 30 to 40 minute mark when it comes back up, and you're like, God dang, I gotta start another one. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Rate, share, subscribe, LuckyDog Podcast, SoundCloud, YouTube, all the good podcast stuff. Whatever.
All of it.
All of it.
Just all of it.
Take it easy.
Ladrona. Asesina.